Alright guys, so a new article came out today from Jason Schreier, and we're going to check it out here together because I thought it would just make for an interesting video to discuss it and go over it. Basically, a lot of new news from PlayStation. If you want to see more videos like this, just make sure to drop a like, and I will bring them to the second channel here. Make sure to subscribe if you're new as well, it'd be greatly appreciated, or if you're watching from my main channel and you are not subscribed here, it would be great. So let's jump in and have a look here. Basically, Sony's obsession... Okay, so this is an article from Jason Schreier. Sony's obsession with blockbusters is stirring unrest within the PlayStation empire. A small team had big ambitions for a Last of Us remake, but Sony handed work to star studio Naughty Dog. So I'm going over basically my opinions on what is going down within Sony at the moment. I'm not too happy with it personally. Like, Sony has absolutely killed the game recently. Like, the PlayStation 4 generation, they absolutely dominated. I loved it from start to finish. I loved all the games. God of War, Uncharted 4, The Last of Us. Just, you know, absolutely brilliant stuff. But recently, they've been starting to rest on their laurels a little bit, it seems like, and Xbox has had a chance to come back into it, buying a lot of new studios, and also this Game Pass situation is getting crazy. The value for money on Game Pass is just insane at the moment. Now, I can't look at Jason Schreier's tweets because he has me blocked on Twitter because he's a very sensitive guy. But we're going over the bullet points from the article here from Nebellion on Twitter. The first big piece of news that came out is that Naughty Dog is apparently working on a Last of Us remake for PS5. And that basically they're not going to be making any smaller games, and they're not going to be giving as much leeway to smaller studios. They're only working now on big games with big studios, which I think is a mistake personally, because I think what made Sony's run throughout the PS4 great is the variety in games. And my son has come to say hello. Hello, son. Hello, son. You've come to say hello to the people, yes? Yes? Hello, son. Say hello. What do you think? PlayStation or Xbox, buddy? Doesn't care. And I'm not really someone who's interested in console wars, to be honest. I have a Series X and I have a PS5. I got them both here beside me, and I like both the consoles. I really do. And I think competition is good, and the fact that Xbox have been doing well is going to make Sony have to do better, basically, than they have been doing recently. But I don't like the decisions that they're making here. Like, a Last of Us remake seems a little strange to me. It had a remaster already. It came out, what, 7 years ago, I guess? That is a long time, to be fair. And to be fair, Naughty Dog do have, like, some of the best graphics I've ever seen in The Last of Us 2. And just generally, the technicality of their games has been incredibly impressive. So I'd be excited to see what they could do with PS5. But I'm not sure that anyone really wants a Last of Us remake. Like, the game plays perfectly as it is. The game is a masterpiece as it is. And I don't think it needs to be remade. But, I mean, I guess I'd play it. But it's not something that I've seen anyone asking for, or it's not something since the announcement that I've seen anyone really excited about. I would much prefer that they put all their focus onto a new game, but it is what it is. Also, another piece of disappointing news. Like, none of the news that came out today, to me, was really positive. Like, I don't know. Days Gone is not getting a sequel, despite being profitable, despite selling really well. It's not getting a sequel because of the critical reception that the game got. And the reason I think there's a lot of reasons for the critical reception that this game got. I think it would have been a little better if it released in less of a broken state. I don't think the game would have got 9s and 10s or anything, but I think it definitely would have been higher than the low 70s. It would have been up there in the high 70s or low 80s maybe. But a lot of the critical reception that I saw was weird as well. Like, the protagonist is just another scruffy white guy. Who cares about him? And, you know, just some weird stuff like that, and then giving it a 5 because of that. I thought the game deserved a little bit better reviews. I actually enjoyed my time with it, and I was glad to see the game sold well, but they are not getting a chance to make a new one. Sony shut down their presentation for a Days Gone 2, basically. So Sony Bend is now working on something new. I'll be excited for the next project regardless, but I would have actually liked to see a sequel here. Let me know if you were pro Days Gone or you didn't enjoy it. I know there's a lot of people that just thought Days Gone was so-so, and I think that's a fair opinion. Me personally, I liked it more than others. But I can understand the criticisms, and I'd be interested to see if people were actually excited about a sequel that didn't really enjoy Days Gone 1. Like, do you think that it could have been improved upon in a sequel? And it should have got a chance, regardless, in my opinion, to get a sequel. So basically, there's a new Uncharted game in development. Ben Studio were helping with this project until they feared that they were going to get absorbed by Naughty Dog and asked to be taken off the project, which they have been, and they're now working on their own game, as we talked about earlier. So a new Uncharted game in development. Weird because by Naughty Dog, which is weird because that Uncharted 4 was meant to be the last Uncharted made by Naughty Dog, not including The Last Legacy. But like, I don't understand this one. I thought it was meant to go to a new team and they were going to make a new Uncharted game there. But I guess Naughty Dog are still working on it. Obviously, it's not going to be with Nathan Drake because his story wrapped up perfectly. That would make no sense. It would be stupid. I mean, Uncharted is my favorite franchise of all time. Don't get me wrong. But I think the way it ended was perfect. And I'm not so sure that I'd be excited for a new Uncharted game. I would definitely play it and give it a fair shot, I would say. But I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this one. Let me know if you're excited for a new Uncharted, though. It's 50-50 for me on this one. Like, but overall, Sony have been making some strange decisions recently. If you want to check out the full article, the full Bloomberg article, I will link to that down below in the description, by the way. So basically, there's a big shift towards big games with less space for smaller project and teams, which explains the Japan studio. Japan studio shut down, obviously, last month. I guess I can understand where Bend is coming from as well. They didn't want to be absorbed by Naughty Dog. They have in the past been a studio that just helps other studios, and then their first game gets denied a sequel. So if they start helping Naughty Dog with Uncharted, they just get put back into that same scenario of just helping other studios again and maybe eventually getting shut down or absorbed into Naughty Dog. I can understand their fears there, so I'm glad that they're getting a chance to work on a new game. But yeah, overall, just strange decisions from Sony recently. Jim Ryan at the head of all this, doesn't really care about past games, only wants to focus on big new games. Like, I love big Sony games, don't get me wrong, but you have to have the variety there. That's something that is so important, and I think Xbox is killing with right now, where they have a variety of different studios working on different styles of games, and Game Pass has just a crazy catalog and is something that is hard to beat at the moment. I don't think Sony should be going head to head against Game Pass and trying to do their own Game Pass, but I also feel like they should be doing things a little differently as well. But what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber with my own opinions. I don't really have any insight into how this all works, but it does seem like there's a lot of unrest within Sony at the moment, and I'll be interested to see where it goes from here. I'm still extremely excited about the future of PlayStation 5. They've got God of War 2, Horizon 2, the new Ratchet & Clank is coming out soon, which looks great, and obviously they have a lot of different great studios and franchises that they have to work with. They'll have Spider-Man 2 eventually coming out as well. But it's just a little concerning at the moment. Let me know what you think. I'm still a huge Sony fan, PlayStation fan, and I think that the games that PlayStation have will still be great, and I'm excited for them to release. But just a little concerning decisions here and there. But overall excited for the future of gaming in general, because Xbox is killing it right now. Hopefully Sony can get back to killing it like they did with PS4 when they start to release their new games. It's early on in the generation. There's still a lot of time to go. So yeah, it's great to see. Switch is also killing it at the moment. So gaming is just in a really good place at the moment. And I'm excited for the future. I got all three consoles. I got PlayStation, Xbox, I got a Switch, which I don't really play at the moment, but I'm excited for Pokemon Snap, I tell you that much. I'm probably going to do a Pokemon Snap playthrough on here as well, and I'm going to be doing playthroughs of Returnal on the main channel, Resident Evil. I'll probably do Hood Outlaws and Legends here, so subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys for future games. Maybe we'll do more news videos like this as well, if you're interested. I've been talking fast for too long, so I need to stop. Thanks for watching. It's been my pleasure to serve you. See you next time.